Good morning, everybody. Captain Marty here on Monday, April the 29th. Weekend wrap up. We had some pretty good fishing, but before we get to that, let me say what a neat experience I had yesterday at Pirates Cove Marina on the Manio-Naxos Causeway at the Pavilion as the double memorial service for Chad Dunn and Charlie Griffin, who lost their lives on the bar at Oregon Inlet earlier in the year, happened. And wow, what a beautiful double service. And I estimated 500 to 600 people. That's the most people I've ever seen in the Pavilion at Pirates Cove. Beautiful, simple service, really good stories, funny stories. And we're going to miss both those guys a lot. Our prayers and condolences to the Dunn and Griffin families. And, when I think about offshore fishing, the report we're getting ready to give, both of those guys were really, really good and going to that Gulf Stream, and amongst all other types of fishing, including recreational fishing, surf fishing in the tournaments. Just guys like to fish on whatever they could do. Chad, one of his very favorite things was getting out in the sound and fishing for a speckled trout. Griff was a winning surf fishing tournament competitor, and we're going to miss him. But I'll tell you more about what is going on in the fishing report in just a moment.
Locally owned and operated since 1971, Billy's Seafood has been providing the locals and visitors of the Outer Banks with some of the freshest seafood you'll find. Not too far off the beaten path down Collington Road in KDH, Billy's Seafood has become a landmark for those seeking top-notch seafood at affordable prices. Billy's Seafood also has beer, wine, grandma's tuna salad, and other groceries as well. To see more, go online to billyseafoodobx.com. Billy's Seafood, putting fresh seafood on your table for over 50 years.
Hey y'all, Captain Marty here to tell you that when my friends are in the market for a new boat engine or repair, I send them to the best, and that's at Ratcliffe Marine in Belhaven. Ratcliffe Marine is your official Yamaha outboard dealer. Yamaha motors are designed to get you on the water fast and get you back to the dock whenever you're ready. Ratcliffe Marine is also the largest repower center in North Carolina. So when you're in the market for a new motor or need your Yamaha service, go to Ratcliffe Marine, 865 Highway 264 in Belhaven. Okay, now we get back to work here in Hatteras. Last couple days, we had some blackfin tuna and some pretty fair numbers down to Hatteras. And I like the way they do their fishing report and call them dolphin. That's what I always call them, or mahi is what the new younger people call them, to be politically correct. But some pretty good catches of Baylor-sized dolphin, and already they're off catching the wahoos. I don't know why the wahoos stay in Hatteras, but they do. And on Saturday, some boats did some bottom fishing, caught some amberjack, and they caught some beeliner snappers, something we don't mention a whole lot. In Oregon Inlet, 2 great days of yellowfin tuna fishing. Yesterday, boats were back to the dock before lunch, and they also had some mahi or dolphin fish in their catches. But, an 18 tuna is roughly a limit of 40 to 50 pound tunas, and you catch them quickly like we normally see this time of year. So that was great. Surf and pier fishing held its own, and it's pretty good. There's a variety of drum sizes being caught, from Ocracoke to Kitty Hawk, some on the piers, some in the surf, some in the sound. But it might be a puppy drum. A lot of these yearlings being caught right now. A few bluefish, a few sea mullet, and a few speckled trout. Not many speckled trout, but a few. So that's what happened there. Now I'll be right back to tell you what happened back in the Pamlico Sound.
Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village is the closest spot on the Outer Banks to the Gulf Stream. Just inside Hatteras Inlet, Teachers Lair is fully loaded with bait, tackle, ice, snacks, and drinks for your fun-filled day out on the water. Want to get rigged up to catch the big one? Lee and the gang in the tackle shop can outfit you to catch whatever is eager to get hooked. To see the marina, the tackle shop, or to book a charter, go online to teacheslair.com. Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village. Your fishing venture awaits.
Had to dig kind of deep to find anybody that did go in the Pamlico Sound, but they still continue to catch puppy drum, a few yearling drum, especially on the lower sound back of Ocracoke. Some speckled trout in the catches. That's what everybody's really after. And some of those guys, instead of being out in the middle of the open sound, they're still fishing the estuaries, water temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. So those fish go up in that shallow water to stay warm, I guess. But that's one spot they're doing a lot of fishing. And the bluefish. The Pamlico Sound is literally full of bluefish in different size ranges, but kind of like a medium blue, a 6-pounder, something like that. So there is activity in there. And don't forget, you can book a backcountry boat very affordably. Take 2 or 3 people is the ideal size. You got a captain on there, half a day of fishing, piece of cake. Go out and try that and see if you can catch a puppy drum, a trout, or a bluefish. I don't have anything on the freshwater side. Again, everything's getting ready to warm up into the 80s for air temperatures and the 60s for water temperatures. I think we'll see the crappie bite resume. We've already had a pretty good bite, but in this colder, windy northeast wind, they don't seem like they bite as well. So when that does happen, you'll hear it here first. And that's my fishing report for you on this Monday.